Hey, this is Jack from Golden Dice. I don't even know what podcast this is, so I definitely don't listen to it. It might be Discard to Reroll.
Just roll trash, Daddy.
I won't roll trash.
Hi, this is Ben from California, and I never listen to Discard to Reroll with Mr. Chip.
Hi, I'm Seth Holocron, and I never listen to Discard to Reroll.
You sat in big doo-doo.
Hey, this is Bobby Sapphire from the Hyperloops, and I legit never listen to Mr. Chip on Discard to Reroll.
Discard to Reroll.
It's Discard to Reroll. It's a podcast about a little dice and card game we like to call Star Wars Destiny. I'm your host, Mr. Chip, and I'll tell you, you've put up with 19 episodes of junk so that you could be here for the night where we actually get to bring you some brand new information. It's spoilerific tonight. And if we're going to spoil something, the king of spoils, he's down in Georgia. He's from Southern Fried Game Night. It's Jay from Double Blanks. Jay, what's up? How are you?
How's it going, dude?
Is that the right channel? Is that what we call it now?
That is the right. Both of those are correct. Yep, Southern Fried Game Night and Double Blanks. That's gaming.
You're going to be playing Monopoly now. Are you like all flavors of Monopoly? Are you going to do like the
Monopoly,
like the Mario Monopoly,
Monopoly,
Lord of the Rings Monopoly?
All of them.
That's going to be nice. Well, I wish you luck in that channel, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But tonight we got to talk about spoilers, Jay. This is an exciting time. There's been a lot of spoilers coming out. The set drops on the 5th, but the best has been saved for last. Would you agree?
Definitely something's been saved for last. That is for sure.
Listen, it's our spoiler. It's the best. I don't care what anybody else says. This is the best one.
I like it. I'm glad this is a spoiler you got.
It's so fun, and I want to say thanks to Jeremy and to Fantasy Flight Games for helping all of our content creators and letting us share some of this stuff with you before the set drops, and it's an exciting time. There's so many spoilers now. They even released on their site, they released all those cool, like Snoke. We're going to talk about all that in a minute. But let's get down to our spoilers. It's why you're here. We've got a guy who, Jay, he was definitely an archetype when Awakenings first came out. In fact, the guy we try to get on the show with us tonight, he's just very a busy man, used to name himself after a card that worked well with the original version of this character. Am I right?
That is very true. Yes, sir.
He was the crime lord. And
he was the crime lord before he was Sir Christopher, before he was CX3.
So we're talking about Jabba the Hutt. So Jabba the Hutt is our first spoiler we're talking about tonight, and he is a 12 health character. Now listen to this. He's a renowned gangster. He's also a character. Jay, he's a leader, and he's a scoundrel. That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff, and that's awesome.
Is there going to be like Spot a Scoundrel card? Is that what's going to be?
I hope so. I hope there's a good one that's like, or even more specific, Spot a leader scoundrel.
Yeah, exactly.
So it makes him even better.
So Jabba is 12 health, as we said. He's let me read his die to you. It's 2 focus, 1 resource, and then he's got 2 specials and a blank. Here's his special. Deal indirect damage to an opponent equal to the number of your dice showing a special, including this die. And his quote is, there will be no bargain. He's 12, 16. There's definitely no bargain because the guy costs 16 elite.
Yeah, 16 elite is extremely expensive, especially for a character that has 2 damage sides, both of which can minimum out to 1. And right. It's indirect, so it's not even direct damage. But he's got 2 focus, which is very solid. He's got 2 resource sides, which is great because I'd rather have a resource side than a 2 disrupt or another blank or some kind of garbage side that you don't care about resolving.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's solid, right? The solid die, 12 health. That's big.
12 health. 12 health is very solid, especially like he's a 12 point for 1 die. So 12 health for 12 points is pretty solid.
No doubt. Now his original one, just to give you a refresher, when he was in Awakenings, let me bring him up real quick. He had 11.
He was 15 cost.
Was he 15? Right? Yeah, 15 cost, and he had 11 health. And his special was, or his ability was what? You could reroll a yellow die.
Yep,
that's what it was. So,
and it was a 1 focus, 2 discard, 2 disrupt, resource blank, 11 health. And reroll a yellow die. Yep, that sounds about right.
So let's talk about the 2 Jabba's in a minute. A Tale of Two Jabbas. That sounds like a
Oh,
very
wait, he was 14 cost.
Okay, 14 cost for that die.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get to Tale of Two Jabbas in a minute. Taking a look at this, clearly they want you to play him with Bib, because if you look at the background, I really don't know. Like I zoomed in on that really close. What is Bib do? Is he going to eat him? Like what is he setting up to do? I don't like.
He definitely he looks like a vampire almost.
It is.
Right?
Jabba's like, hey everybody, what's going on? And like Bib's about to, I'm going to eat your neck. I don't know what is going on there. I'm sure that's from.
He looks like a freaking savage, dude.
Yeah.
He looks nothing like he looks like in the movies.
Dude, that should be Bib's card, like that, like right.
Yeah.
Major
sure.
Domo.
I love the art. I love the artwork on this card.
It's so
I really
funny.
like it.
The little helpless turtle too in the little thing over there in the corner.
Yeah, and then his little like monkey thing in the bottom left.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's very cool. So
he looks like Dobby in the dark.
Yeah, he does. This is there's a lot to these cards. This is very very. Hey, look at that! It's Mike the Rebel Spy in the background too. You can see him way in the back.
Yeah, in the back left.
Look at that. That's him. There he is. He's back there, just hanging out. Awesome. Is it a Gamorrean guard way in the back too? Like underneath the two lights. What's underneath the two lights? There's definitely something else back there too.
I think it's just like a machine of some type. It's not a person.
All right, we'll see.
I'm pretty sure that looks like a Jawa.
Do you think so?
There, over his shoulder.
They're green eyes though.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, there you go. We've dissected the art enough for a podcast. We have to paint a picture with our words, see? Because it's a podcast, spoken word.
Exactly.
So if he's meant to play with Bib, let me bring up Bib's card real quick. So Bib has a couple specials as well.
Yes.
Let's see what he is here. I just, of course, had it all ready to go, Jay, and then you got me flustered. Bib,
he's 13 cost character.
See?
9 health.
And he has he's 13 cost. No. What? What did you say? It's 9 health, 12 cost. 12 cost. And he's two specials. And here's the special. It's roll a character die on one of your other characters into your pool. There you go.
Yep.
That's his special. And by the way,
Major Domo.
He's a Major Domo, and it's Nud Cha. What does it say? Nud Cha.
Nud Cha.
What's his quote? Isn't it like manga? What is it? Wana Wanga.
I don't know.
Wana Wanga.
Something like that.
Yes, Wana Wanga. That's the deck.
So basically what you want to do in this deck, you start with a 2-cost plot, which is good. So you get Fortify or something like that. Okay. What you want to do is, this is how you play this deck.
Here you go. Everybody.
Jabba, you hit this is strategy from Jay.
Okay.
It's time for strategy from Jay. It's a little segment I like to call. You roll out Jabba, you hit 2 specials. Your opponent doesn't have easy pickings or none of this trash, no removal.
Nope.
You roll out Bib, you hit 2 specials.
So now I got four specials on the board right now. That's it. Perfect.
4 specials.
Yep.
You resolve 1 Java special for 4 indirect.
Yep.
Then you use Bib's ability to roll out the Java again and hit a special. Resolve it, do 3.
3. So now you're doing 7 indirect.
Yep. And then you use Bib's special again to roll out Javas again to do 2.
2 now. Yep.
And then you do 1.
Perfect. So how much damage is that total, Jay?
And that's if you didn't roll out any other dice with specials.
That's true.
Or if you don't use the other card that we have to spoil in just a second.
Yep. It's about to happen. We got that. So
it's easy. It's so easy. That's all you have to do.
You roll 4 natural specials, and you just basically win the game. So the second card that we got goes right along with this, Jay, and it's pretty solid too. Now, I want to see, how do you pronounce it, Jay? This is called Learning the English Language with Jay. Give it to me.
Extreme hubris.
You nailed it. Where's my bell sound? You nailed it, Jay. It's hubris. So hubris, by the way, for those who haven't read a lot of Greek tragedies, hubris is that moment in time when there's a good Marvel example. Do you watch Marvel movies, Jay?
Of course I do, dude.
Have you ever seen Doctor Strange?
Yes, I love Doctor Strange.
So here's the example. The example is that when Doctor Strange, spoiler alert, before he gets in the accident, he was kind of cocky and boastful.
Very hubris.
Yes, very hubris, because it's that moment where right before the fall is going to happen. And that's what happens with Jabba. And he looks like The honorary co-host Zach Anderson said to me about this card, he looks like he lost his tokens at Chuck E. Cheese in this picture. He's Extreme Hubris. It's a 2-cost yellow villain. It's an event. Spot 2 yellow characters or Jabba the Hutt to resolve one of your character dice without removing it from your pool. Jay, combo it. Let's do it.
All right, so you roll out Java, hit 2 specials.
Boom.
Roll out Bib, hit 2 specials.
4 specials.
You play this, do 4 indirect. Then you resolve another special, do 4 indirect. That's 8. Then
8.
you roll out Bib and get another special. You do 3. That's 11. Roll out Bib again. Use Bib again to roll out Java. Do another 2. Then do 1. So that's what?
A lot. That's a lot.
I lost count.
Yep. You
13, 14?
Yeah.
14 indirect.
You win. I mean, you win on turn 1. That's a OTK.
Basically.
This is Jabba OTK.
If you're playing against 2 stormtroopers, you just killed both of them.
Yep, that's it. Pick up the card. I mean, the guy's going to basically quit at that point.
Yeah.
That's it. So, but in real life, we actually looked at, so what would be cards that would get you some specials? So if you really go after that effect, like what would be some cards that you could link it with? So let's take a look at this set, for instance. And this is like, see, Jeremy he's got his little claws into the set. He's like,
he does.
He's painting the picture. Like this is the beginning part. He put out these cards like Formidable, right? Formidable. People are like, well, is this a good card? Is it a bad card? What does it do? Well, it's got two specials on that card, Jay, for 2 cost. That's an upgrade ability, by the way. And then Underhanded Tactics. People are like, oh, I don't know if that's a great card. Is it a good card? It's got 2 specials on it, Jay.
It does.
Costs 1.
What else we got?
That costs 1, by the way. And those aren't going away.
Yeah.
That's trilogies, baby. Trilogies. Let's see. We already talked about Bib, which he's trilogies too, just so you know. We got Extortion, Jay. That's going to go away, but that's Empire at War. That's got 2 specials on it. Do you play a lot of Extortion?
I haven't, but with Jabba, I will.
Time to bring it back. Back. By the way, if you don't know what Extortion is, it's the rare that you didn't know what it did and you got rid of it. It's an upgrade, yellow character only. Choose an opponent. If you have more dice showing ranged than that opponent, take 1 resource from him. It doesn't matter. You're just using the special. Thermal Detonator.
Exactly.
Remember that card, Jay?
I remember that card.
Do you remember the
even more indirect damage?
Yeah. Remember what deck
spread damage, I should say.
Remember the deck that was in?
Pomaz.
There you go. You said it. That's like Voldemort. We don't say that deck. Thermal Detonators there. That was a 3 cost. That's Awakening style, though, isn't it? I think that's Awakenings.
It was Awakenings.
Yeah, it's going away. I remember I paid $23 for that card on eBay, just so we're all on the same same page.
I paid $40-something per Force Choke.
Oh, why?
They were really expensive. Like when the set first came out, Vader and Force Choke were like $50 a piece.
That's so bad. I think that's because nobody knew how to play the game.
Yeah.
By the way, Force Choke.
Great.
Force Choke has 2 specials.
It does.
This could be the comeback of Force Choke, Jay. Get those cards out. Get those cards. It's going to go for 50 now. You heard it here. I'm going to try to help you sell these cards. All right, here's one, Jay. I didn't even know this was spoiled. That's how many spoilers are coming out. XS Stocklight Freighter. What the hell is this thing?
I don't know, but it's got 3 specials on it.
Dude, 3 specials on this. This is like special. Ambush too, baby.
Oh, yeah.
This is a 2 cost. So listen, this is what you do. This is what you play first. Then you roll in.
Yep.
Right?
Definitely.
You're just wrecking people. This is not actually a bad little... You don't think this is good, this card?
No, it's probably trash. All right, what's the next special card?
Dude, we're just giving people... I don't know if I want to give them all this tech. On the Hunt.
On the Hunt. 2 specials.
2 specials.
And it's a good special.
Yeah, remove all shields from a character.
And it costs 1, so you can play both Underhanded Tactics and this. Turn 1. Roll out 4 specials on Jabba, 2 on Bib.
Best news is it's got all those modifieds on it that you never can use. Really good.
Yeah, great.
Those are terrible.
It doesn't matter, though, because it's got specials.
True. Cable launcher.
Cable launcher, how many does it have?
2.
2.
And it's actually not a... Choose a character, remove 1 of its character die, or spend 1 resource to remove 2. That's not a bad special.
It's a very good special.
You're doing damage, then you're resolving these specials. This is broke. This deck is broke, man. How about this one? Crime Lord Diddy.
Crime Lord Diddy.
2 specials.
The old Sir Christopher.
2 specials. Spend
and it's
5.
got good damage or good other sides too.
Yeah, it's got 2 shields, 2 resources, 2 focus. You're going to be changing dice left and right. All these focus. Holy crap. And then did we say formidable yet?
We haven't. Or wait.
I might
yeah,
have.
we did.
Formidable.
Yeah, we did.
Formidable is a legendary. Should that be a legendary, Jay?
Probably not.
Okay. Good.
We're not going to talk about that today, though.
All right. Well, there you go. Those are it. So you got extreme.
And that's not even it. You can do like if you pair them with a blue character that has specials or something like that.
Yeah.
What blue character has specials in villains, if any?
Yeah, not many. Well, I mean, I was talking about Snoke fits in there, doesn't it?
He doesn't have a special though.
No, but it's pretty cool. You can do. What about force speed, Jay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you fit blue, you get 4 speeds, you get holocrons, dank councils.
Yeah.
What's the crystal ball doesn't have one, but I mean, there's plenty of other cards that also have specials in different colors too.
Command shuttle. It's one of my favorite cards.
Great command shuttle.
Listen to me.
You can play Kylo Ren's Starfighter.
Jay, listen to this tech right now. Will you please listen
Let's
to
hear
this?
it.
Command shuttle, 3 cost, 2 specials. One of the special is use a special ability on one of your characters. Jay,
Holy crap!
you are going to be doing 50 damage in one turn.
I didn't even think about that.
Command.
I didn't even know that's what that did.
Yes, command shuttle, my friend. This is the card. Who was talking?
That goes in that deck,
dude,
right there.
Bobby Sapphire was talking about it the other day. I'm telling you, we are stepping up our game. You're not going to go 3-3 anymore at your little worlds. You're going to run the table with
3-3. I wish I went that would.
With Wanga. That's what this deck is called. Wanga.
Wanga.
Named it. Trademark
like
it.
it.
It's done. I get the deck that's going to be terrible. It's all right.
Original Kylo Ren has a special.
That's
And he's
awesome.
only 12.
Yeah. You could play that. You got all kinds of money. Then you can play Built to Last. That's Hero, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could try. And maybe if the guy doesn't know.
That other 4 cost yellow that just dropped.
Oh, it's terrible.
Plot.
Isn't it? Let's
Yeah,
see.
but if you're playing if you have 4 points, we don't. He's 16. We only have 2 points. What are you talking about?
Yeah. No.
Playing Build to Last.
I'm trying to get bring up the what else?
You can play Anakin.
Wait a minute.
Anakin's got a special
Wait a minute.
from the what you call it?
From what you call it?
The
Rivals?
Rivals, yeah.
I got the card for you. I think we
What?
see it again. He's painting the picture. He's telling the story. This is like he's putting
Fifth
all the
brother?
pieces together. No, I don't think that's got it. I don't think it's got it. I'm talking about, you know him. He's blue. He's got a special.
Thrawn. Oh, no, not Thrawn.
He's also
He's blue and has a special?
Yep.
Who?
Blue and has a special. I'm trying to bring him up real quick.
I don't know who you're talking about.
He's dark.
He's dark.
The Dark Advisor.
Oh my god.
He's got a
trash card.
Dude, he's 8. He's got a sweet hat, and it's
He does.
draw 3 cards and place a card from your hand on the top or bottom of your deck. Yeah, don't use
Sounds
that.
legit.
That's terrible.
Sounds legit. No, it sounds great.
Do you think that this could? I mean, what else are we thinking about? I mean, if you want to use that special, you got to really just load up your deck and just kind of go that way, indirect with this all day long, or what?
I mean, that's the only way I could see it being played. But he's 16, so he's gonna die first.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It's gonna be tough to try to build a deck around with this guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'd be interesting. I want him to be
Extreme
amazing.
Hubris looks like Roz from Monsters Inc., the little slug.
Yeah, that's
Mike Wazowski.
I don't understand that picture. First of all, there are definitely 2 different artists. Number 1. Number 2 is he definitely looks like he lost his tokens at Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know what he's got, like a rash on his face. His tongue's hanging out. Spot 2 yellow characters. So what else would you use this for? The
Or Jabba.
Right. Would you use the I'm trying to think where you'd want to do this.
I think they're doing this so that it's good with that character.
Yeah.
In other words, like, obviously you're only ever going to use this with, maybe not.
Maybe. I mean, what about, I'm just trying to think of 2 yellow characters you would run. You'd run the 2, what are those? The Super Troopers, whatever the heck those are.
You could do IG Bazine.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you could run that. I think that's going to be doing it. But no, what are the new ones that just got spoiled?
What, the new characters?
Yeah, the Super Troopers.
Oh, the Mandalorian Super Commando things?
Yeah. So those are 9. So you could run 2 of those for 18. And then what's Talzin?
12. You just broke the meta.
See, Jay, listen. I mean, if you talk about the game long enough, you get to your 20th episode, sometimes you're going to get a couple things right. Like, there's that right there. So there you go.
You play with DJ.
Who?
DJ.
Oh, the new card that was just spoiled?
Yeah. I don't. The only way I see paying 2 to resolve a die, like Mile Eyes the Force, is if it's a 3-side or more.
Right. And it has to be.
You're not going to do it on a 2-side.
It says character die, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's got to be a character die.
Bummer. Well, that's what you got. That's what you got. Those are the spoilers. It's still fun, and I hope that people give it a shot and try it. And forever, that deck will be known as Wanga. So I hope somebody plays it. It could be a pretty serious. I mean, in Trilogy, it's a pretty sweet deck.
And definitely.
I don't even know if I would take. Would you take him in draft?
I doubt it.
He's not even good in draft. Like everyone says, always. It's my favorite little tagline. Is well, it'd be good in draft.
It'd be good in draft, yeah.
But this would not even be good in draft. I don't think it would be good in draft.
No, it wouldn't be because you don't get enough specials, like, at all.
No.
He would be horrible in draft.
Yep. So there you go. That's the guy. But, we did find the spark, Jay. I know you've already talked about it, but it's news to me and maybe some of the people who listen to Discard or Reroll. Will you talk about these new latest batch of spoilers? How about this guy, Snoke? He's 11 health. It's 11-13. He's got a 2 indirect, 1 focus, 2 focus. He's got a disrupt, a resource, and a blank. He's a character leader. He's also a supreme leader, by the way. Power action, chopped in half. Spoiler alert. Power action is deal 1 damage to one. Let me read that again. Deal 1 damage to another one of your characters to resolve one of its character dice, increasing its value by 2. That's a power action.
It's power action.
That seems pretty legit.
At 13, obviously, they want you to pair him with Kylo, like thematically, right?
Right. What do you think?
I mean, Kylo's got 12 health, so he can take the extra damage each round like that.
Yeah.
And you play Rise Again and stuff like that. If you do that, then it turns Kylo's die to a 3, a 4, and a 4 for 1. So that's really strong.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be damage side. Like, you can do it and get 3 resources. And now you're like over halfway to Rise Again, or over halfway to that new what's that new card that Amanda just dropped? It was Dark Ritual to bring back Kylo Ren when he dies. You can get 3 resources. That's really, really strong. I think like Enrage gives you 1 resource, right? So so hold on, before I just say this, the other card that came with them is Torment. The 1 cost upgrade blue villain. After attached character is dealt damage, you may exhaust this upgrade to gain 1 resource.
Yep.
So if you do Snoke's power action, deal a damage to Kylo, you get a resource from Torment, and then you get 3 resources from that resource side. So you got 4 resources right there.
Yep.
That's really strong.
That's legit right there. That's pretty big time. And then
a lot of the people that I've seen evaluate him so far is like, well, I mean, he's not as good as Talzin. Yeah, he gets damage sides up, but it could be 2 resources. 1 damage or 1 health exchanging for 2 resources is very strong. Right.
Yep. And you're resolving it, and your deck's not odd.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about an odd deck.
I don't need to do math. And every time I do it, I pull the 3 cards that I have that are even anyway. So honestly, I don't know. I think he's better. I think it's awesome. That is a huge card.
I don't know if he's better, but he's a different archetype, so you can't compare the 2, in my opinion.
He's better. Just so you know, he's better.
Also, he's got 2 more health, so that's solid.
Yep.
A 2 focus is solid. So you basically get the focus anyway that you would get from Talzin.
Right.
The only problem is like when your other character dies, you can't use his power action anymore, so that kind of sucks.
But your other character is Kylo.
Exactly.
So I mean, I feel like you're okay.
Yeah, you're doing some serious damage.
I don't know. I think this is legit, big time. I also think that he is amazing in draft, unlike Jabba.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. He's very, very good in draft.
All day long, he's 11 in draft. So I mean, he's that's the real deal. Right there.
And this is like, I think this is like the closest point cost that we've seen. He goes from 11 to 13. So it's like, if you're playing him you want to play him for his power action at first. You're like, yeah, let's play him at his low cost. But then you look at his costs, and it's 2 points
Yeah.
to get hit die.
Think about what's his face? Thrawn, right? I mean, I know Thrawn's got different ability and all of that, but like that 2 focus, he's got you could roll him out and have two focus on your die. Like that's insane.
Yeah, especially if you have other like 2 heirlooms and something on you know, or like Fifth Brother's lightsaber, Kylo Ren's lightsaber, and a Maul saber. Yeah,
this is going to be nasty. The card that's actually pictured next to it is Power from Pain. It's a 0-cost event. Villain, spot 2 blue characters or Snoke to deal 1 damage to one of your characters, then turn one of that character's character or upgrade dice to any side. What do you think about that?
It goes with that archetype of deal damage to yourself, but also get benefits, right? So like if you play Torment and play this, you get a resource and you get to do this. But the problem is, like, Torment, all you have to do is take a damage. So, I don't know. Maybe you play Torment on Snoke, and then when you do a damage, do it to Snoke, and change them to the 2 focus side, and get a resource instead of having to kill your Kylo Ren, because you're already killing them with Snoke.
Right.
So maybe that's how you play it.
See? That's how they want you to play it.
Try to get as many resources as you can, or something like that, so you can play your Dark Rituals and your Rise Agains, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. That to me, that when I saw that, I thought this is going to be a real deal right here. You're going to see this pretty immediately. Let me see now. What else? I've learned from Jay, you've got to click on the little link there because it brings up all the other hidden cards. So right after that one, there's Torment. You already talked about that. That was a 1 cost after attached characters dealt damage. You may exhaust this upgrade to gain a resource, which is great. So that's kind of like, what's the card that does it now?
Binds.
No.
It's kind of like Binds, really. You're investing 1 resource to get a resource.
No, what's the one at 0 cost? Not Anger.
Enrage.
Enrage, yeah. Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. So you play Enrage, deal damage to yourself, and get 2 resources.
That's what you said. Okay, good. Leia Organa. What do you think about Leia?
She's extremely strong for Mill.
Heart of the Resistance. She's 11 health. Let's read her die. It's 2 focus. It's 1 disrupt, 2 disrupt, 1 discard. 1 discard, 2 discard, 1 shield, 1 resource, and a blank. Character leader. In her power action, remove 1 of your character dice to discard cards from the top of the deck equal to the value showing on that die. You think it's strong?
Yeah, I think she's very good. Because that power action alone fixes what's wrong with a lot of mill decks. So, like, take Jabba Dooku, for example. Jabba Dooku was a mill deck. Both have 2 discard sides. And Dooku's problem was he had the damage sides. And you don't resolve damage. Like, you're not trying to win by damage. So you want to be able to discard. Well, this power action solves that issue where it's 2 damage that you're not going to win by damage anyway. Turns it into 2 mil, which is really good.
Yeah, if you like playing mill, this is perfect for you, right? I mean, this is what, replacing Riken? Is that what's happening here?
I think she's definitely better than Riken. You could play her with Riken if you wanted to, though.
I can't see her cost here. What's her cost?
$12.15.
There it is, $12.15. All right, and next to her, legendary. So that's a legendary. Have they spoiled all the legendaries at this point?
Most of them.
It's got to be pretty close.
At least.
It's got to be pretty close.
I haven't counted, so I don't know.
All right. Next to her, they put Motivate. So this is a 0-cost event. Spot 2 red characters or Leia to resolve 1 of your character dice, increasing its value by 1.
So it's like logistics, essentially.
Yep. Interesting.
But more flexible. I think it's really good for Leia because her 1 discard and 2 discard turns into a 2 discard and 3 discard. Her 2 focus turns into a 3 focus. I think that's pretty solid.
Yeah, for 0 too.
So basically just replace your logistics with this if you're playing Leia. You know, like there's no reason not to.
Yeah, no, they're saying in the text here, the spark. They're saying team her with Padme. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, great. Team her with Padme.
Right. Padme's Awakenings too, isn't she?
Yes.
Okay, that's not going to happen.
She's 14, and you get a 1-cost plot espionage.
This is forming the basis of a deck that will see your opponent quickly cycling through their cards. You can even run elite versions of both of them while adding an espionage Legacies 168.
Oh, sick.
Gives you a head start. It sounds like you're not in favor of that, Jay.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good, fam. I'd rather do Yoda. Do Elite Yoda
For
and
sure.
Elite Leia, and you have a 2-point plot, so you can get a shield or draw an extra card or something
Yeah.
along those lines.
Right. Or you could
And you're milling more.
or you could just play DJ, which is
Or you could play DJ.
he's a treacherous rogue. He's 11 health. He's a character scoundrel. Wait a minute. He's a scoundrel.
He's a scoundrel.
He's not a scoundrel leader though.
No.
But he's got a pretty good die. It's two ranged, 1 disrupt, 1 discard, and what else? It's got 1 resource and a blank. After you, oh god, I just dropped my soda. I was so excited. After you remove 1 or more of an opponent's dice, you may deal 1 indirect damage to that opponent for each die you just removed. The die looks
That's
pretty legit.
flashy, isn't it? That's flashy, right?
Yeah, you don't like it?
No, it's good. I like it.
I
I,
think it's
want to
really
play
good.
this character.
Yeah, I hate the character in the movie, but I like it in this.
I hate the artwork. It looks
Yeah, but-
nothing like Benicio del Toro.
Who tried? I feel bad. If that person listens, I feel bad. I can't read it.
I think he's good. And you know what? Like, I watched the movie, and the first time I watched it, I hated this character.
Yeah.
Absolutely hated it. And then after watching a few times, his character kind of grew on me. I don't know if it's just because I like Benicio del Toro so much, or if it's because his character actually grew on me, but Benicio del Toro is just such a great actor. He can make any character come to life.
He can. It was just stupid. But anyway, but you like
I think the problem was the scene. I hated the scene that he
Yeah.
was in.
Yeah.
The casino stuff. So I think it made me like have a sour taste in my mouth when I saw this character, but I kind of like him now.
I like the scene. So I like that scene independent of the movie. Like, it just didn't fit in the movie. I don't know. It just didn't fit for me in the movie, but I liked the scene, just maybe not in that film. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. Just didn't fit.
So basically you play like Feel Your Anger, remove 5 dice and do 5 damage. Or play Defend, remove 4 to 5 dice, do 4 to 5 damage.
Right. Yep.
That's just crazy to me. That's possible.
Yeah. This could be good.
Kylo, sit down.
By the way, that's Jay's dog. In case anybody
Yeah,
knows.
that's my dog. He's shaking.
He's very excited about DJ, the treacherous
He
rogue.
is. He's legendary and he's 16 elite. 16 elite is tough, but he's got 2 damage sides.
Yeah.
2 damage sides is really solid.
Yeah. 2 damage sides. He's got a resource. He's got the discard.
The disrupt side is terrible though.
Yeah. Why do people not like disrupt sides on dice?
Because by the time you roll your dice out, your opponent has resolved their resources, and
Yeah.
if they haven't, then like they probably have enough resources that they are able to do whatever they want. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's good, right? So like in Sabine Ezra, you roll out you roll out Ezra so that they have to either spend their resources before you disrupt or steal their resource.
Yeah.
And they don't have resources for removal. But when you're playing, he's a 10 cost elite. You got to think about that.
Right.
If you're playing a 16 cost character,
Yeah.
you want to hit damage. You don't want to disrupt them for 1 resource.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for sure. And it's Ezra, I mean, you're rolling him out immediately. So like you're right.
Yeah.
You have to be really fast for that if you want to take advantage of it. Or you could just play in the crosshairs, Jay, because that's what they say. It's an expensive 3-cost event. It's I don't know who that person is on there. I'm sure you'll tell me. Ambush.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Choose a symbol, then remove any number of dice showing that symbol. That seems
So if they
wait a
nut
minute.
roll you.
That seems pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, if they nut roll you. But I mean, when I have Fuel Your Anger in my hand, or I have Force Misdirect in my hand, it seems to never fail. My opponent rolls out and he hits like 1 to 2 damage sides.
Right.
Resolves them, re-rolls, hits another couple damage. So you're never able to get that huge impact that you want to get. I mean, sometimes it works out that way. Sometimes they roll out and you have it will all be mine in my hand, and they hit 4 blanks and you resolve all those dice. Sometimes it works out that way.
Yeah.
But not like 80% of the time it doesn't. However, dice are getting better, so you have a better chance of when they roll out, they just hit a bunch of melee, or they hit just a bunch of range or something like that. So it's gonna fit into a specific deck.
Yeah, it seems to me like it's one of those cards that when you think about the top tier competition, that it's just so situational, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you want that at the end of the game, right? Isn't that when you kind of want that card?
Yep.
And I mean, it could win you the game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like a game-winning card, but is it, worth taking the slot? And in, maybe in draft, it's good in draft. What the heck?
It's very good in draft.
Very good in
That's
draft,
right.
except Java.
I don't know. It's not that good.
Yeah,
in
probably
draft.
not. Yeah, don't.
Let's be honest.
Don't draft it. Right. But you know what you're going to draft? You're going to draft Sticky Situation, which, by the way, that looks like if it was a cartoon. I don't even know what we're looking at there. Sticky Situation. Force an opponent to choose a die, then remove a different die. That's for one cost. What do you think about that?
So the problem I have with this artwork is that the little ape monkey thing looks way bigger
Yeah, right.
than it actually is.
Right.
Like ginormous. Like it's grown five times its size.
Yep. That's it. So what do you think
this
about
is a trash
Sticky?
card.
Yeah, it's trash. Right? Your opponent gets to pick, basically. So that's bad. I'll right there.
Yeah,
Right?
garbage.
Okay, so we're not going to play this card. There you go. It's garbage. And what else? Was that it?
There's a card. I'm trying to find it. It's a blue hero card that does something along the same vein, and it never sees play. Maybe it's not hero. Maybe it's neutral. It's not an Empire at War. It might be in Legacies.
What is it?
Let me find it.
All right, Jay, by the way.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like Distraction or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
No. If you just joined us, Jay's looking for cards on the database. Let's see if you can find it. We're looking for potentially a blue card.
It might be in the 2-player set. I think it is.
What do you think the card's called?
It is called
Your skills are complete.
Distraction. I was right.
Distraction. You nailed it. Distraction. Where is it?
Choose 2 dice, and an opponent chooses and removes one of those dice.
Yeah.
So it's basically the same vein as like this card, and this card never gets played.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's
it
kind
gets,
of bad, actually.
it gets played if you play the 2-player set.
That's right. If you're playing just the 2-player set.
How about this card that does something? Hold on, let me see if I can bring it up. Mind. How about this one? Mind Trick. It's a 2 cost. Spot a blue character to force an opponent to split their dice pool into 2 groups of any size. Choose one group and remove all dice in it.
But that's a lot better because you're removing more than one die.
Right. It's multiple.
And you can you get to choose.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much guarantee you're going to get damage sides off.
Yeah. Yep.
Off the board.
So there you have it. That's all the spoilers. Now, I know Golden Dice has got some spoilers tonight, so I'm interested to see what they get. Jay, it's been insane with spoilers lately, and the set drops on the 5th. First of all, are you doing anything for the drop? Are you going to do something at your local, or what are you doing?
On the 3rd, I leave for Dice Tower Con. So if anybody that's listening is going to be at Dice Tower Con, I'll bring my Destiny stuff. And if you would like to meet up and play some Destiny, me and Sir Christopher will be there. So please hit me up. And if you see me, please feel free to come and say hey.
And tell him he's trash when he's playing his game. He loves that.
That's right.
Which is great. So that's awesome. So you're going to Dice Tower Con in Orlando. It's going to be sweet.
Yeah, so I'll be there when the set drops.
Awesome.
Of course, right?
Yeah, so that they probably won't even sell it there, but I'm sure. Come on, there's got to be places all over there that you can get some product anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is.
But you're going to be broke as a joke since you already paid for room and Dice Tower Con and all that stuff. You're going to be doing some Southern Fried Gaming.
Southern Fried Gaming.
What game is on your list that you really want to get or play? Because it's a lot. It's a playing con, isn't it?
Yeah, if I could find a way to get Gloomhaven for cheap there and play it, dude, that would be awesome.
I don't think. I mean, it's available now, but it's what, like $150?
Yeah. Well, Cool Stuff Inc. is based in Orlando, and they're always at Dice Tower Con.
Have you been there?
Yes. To
their store? Is it huge and awesome?
It's not that big.
Really?
It's way smaller than you would think.
Dude, they've got great prices all the time.
They do.
I don't know how they do it.
Whenever we go to Dice Tower Con, I always go visit Cool Stuff.
That'd be pretty sweet.
And they have the same prices as they do online.
So you're going to be down there for that. By the way, if anyone is attending PAX Unplugged, that's going to be at the end of November. Zach and I actually are going down. We booked our hotel, and we're going to be right in the city. It's going to be sweet. Thank you to Jack from Golden Dice. Made sure that I wasn't staying in a dilapidated hotel for that price. It should be a nice hotel. And I can't wait. That's supposed to be a galactic qualifier. It's going to be my first one.
There you go. Good luck, man.
Yeah, last year, Last year was when they released all the spot gloss and stuff for the first time. Was that?
That's awesome.
Packs Unplugged, so it should be pretty fun. Jay, out of all the spoilers that have come out so far, and I know it's hard to judge in a vacuum, it's kind of where we're at now. What do you think? What do you think's had the biggest impact, or at least the biggest splash for all the spoilers? And you're in the community, you play all the time. And then B, which card do you think are people sleeping on right now? That if they, again, in a vacuum, it might not look all that good, but you think it's going to surprise some people. So the one you think is definitely getting all the attention and you think it's going to be a good one. And then the one you think it's going to be the sleeping giant, look out because it could surprise people.
I think the one that made the biggest splash is definitely Rex. But the best one would be, I don't know, people are definitely giving Rex a lot of attention. And I think he's going to be really good. I don't know if you would consider people sleeping on Cassian or not, but I think he's going to be the best card in the set, is Cassian.
Really?
Definitely. And it feels like he's kind of been slept on because we saw him in a magazine or whatever. He never really got spoiled.
Yeah.
And then when Mike spoiled him, it was kind of less flashy because everyone already knew about him.
And it was Mike too. So I mean,
yeah. So maybe people are kind of sleeping on that character. I don't know. He didn't make that much of a splash though, and he's very, very strong.
Jay, I think the thing with him is, and I, since I'm addicted to all this stuff, I listen to everybody's podcast, and the feedback I hear about him is that he doesn't know whether he wants to be a mill character or an aggro character, because he could really go either way.
No. Let me tell you.
Here it is.
He's
Jay.
an aggro character.
Yeah.
That has discard sides that also does damage. Discard, eating cards from your opponent's hand is so insanely strong.
Yeah.
And the fact that it also does the damage is that much better.
Right. That's pretty big. And, Hero Mill isn't one of the knocks on it, is that it's harder to get cards out of hand than it is out of the deck. And Villain Mill, it was harder to get cards out of the deck than the hand.
Yeah, now Hero Mill can get cards from the hand and the deck, and Villain Mill can still only get cards from your hand.
Yeah, see where that's going? So look out. So you think that Cassian's going to be the one?
Yeah, I mean, Cassian's only 14, so you could play Elite Leia, Elite Cassian, and make a mill deck, and it would be very good. It would be really good.
So I think you're right about Rex. People loved Rex. Now, wasn't he? He was the first one, too, wasn't he? Spoiled?
He wasn't the first one. Luke and Grievous.
Oh, yeah.
Old man Luke and Grievous were spoiled, and
Luke.
A few other things.
So it was Luke. Everybody was hot on him. And then Rex, I think people have talked about. But the one I think people are making quietly in the background is Plo. So that Plo Padawan.
Oh, dude, Plo is so good.
Yeah, so Plo's 14 as well, isn't he?
Yes.
And his die are crazy.
His die is very good, and his ability is insane.
So Plo Mill, I mean, could possibly be a thing. I think people are trying that.
Dude, you play him aggro.
Plo Padawan?
I personally think Plo Padawans is the way to go, but I haven't tested all of it enough yet.
Yeah.
So there's probably other versions that you can do that are just as good, but being able to drop 3/2 cost upgrades for 2 resources turn 1 is just insanity.
Yeah. Yep, that's pretty good. Plo Padawan, Jedi Instructor was the other one I was hearing on.
Garbage.
You don't like that one? That was Pearl Yeti, by the way, on
garbage.
High Rebel. All right, there you go. Pearl Yeti. He said it's garbage. Why, you don't like Jedi Instructor?
No, garbage.
How about Jedi Alkalite? One of the best underrated cards ever.
Trash.
Great art, too, on that.
Right. Excellent. Okay. Makes me want to play him even more.
Good. All right, that's good. And then what do you think is the most overrated card, Jay, that you've heard so far?
Overrated?
Yeah, overrated. Is it Luke? Do you think Luke's overrated?
No, I think Luke's really good.
Okay.
Let me see. Bendu's Lair. Let's go with that.
Bendu's Lair.
See. Yeah, it's not that great. It's just flashy because it's got to die.
Trying to bring up the database right now.
It's the battlefield with the die.
So we're at 68 cards spoiled, by the way, out of 160. Throw my 2 in there. That's 70. Throw Jax in there. He got, I think, 3. So that's 73 out of 160. We still got a lot of this set, Jay.
Oh yeah, we still got some cards, man.
Oh man, look at this. What about? I'm just looking at some of these other cards here.
Fifth Brother might be a little overrated.
Yeah, I like that though. I don't know what the guy is, but I like his art.
Yeah, he's got really cool artwork.
I feel like they're getting the numbers right. So that's
Count Dooku is really good too.
Okay, this was about cards you think are overrated. You said Dooku's good, Fifth Brother's pretty good.
But Fifth Brother, I feel like, is overrated.
Okay. How about Jabba the Hutt? Have you heard about that one? I heard that's a good one.
He's extremely overrated.
Oh, get out of here. Wanga, baby. That's going to be the meta.
Wanga.
You're going to love playing it. How about Price? I think Price is legit. I think Price is the real deal. You don't.
There's a lot of super good characters coming out this set, dude.
This is going to be good.
There's a lot of trash characters.
Yeah.
Like the Gungan.
Yes.
Crap. Garbage. the pod racing, Anakin, Sebulba, garbage.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Sebulba has a special, by the way.
He does. Maybe you play Jabba Sebulba.
You could do it. You could totally do it. What about the pod racer? Doesn't have a special. Okay, never mind.
But those two, like the Gungans, pod racing crap, all garbage. Everything else is really freaking strong.
Yep. The Executioner, I like that a lot.
Except Bo-Katana Karai's or whatever.
You don't like Bo?
She's kind of trash, if we're going to be honest. 20 cost is a lot. Place to beam.
You won't be able to, it's not going to be 20 cost anymore. There's no, I can only imagine it's going to be time. They have to do something. They have to put some balance of the force out there.
Do you put it on her or do you put it on Ezra?
Maybe Ezra.
Ezra's really good.
Maybe Ezra, because you know
10.
why? You got the new Ezra. They're going to want the new Ezra. I mean, if they wait just a little bit of time, it's going to be a moot point, right?
Yeah.
Because they said in that article.
The end of the year, it all phases out.
Yeah,
anyway.
It's all done anyway. So
we might not even have another set by the end of the year.
OJ, clearly you didn't read what they wrote. They said it's a done deal.
No, I read it.
Done deal, Jay. When have they ever steered you wrong?
We're not going to have spoilers by the end of the year. So
when have they? Actually, Jay, I've got news for you. Here's the good news. We have the new set name. Here it is. Are you ready? No. How cool would that be now? If we drop that right now. I feel like that's what happened with Empire at War. Didn't you? Like, the things that happened so quickly. Didn't Legacies get spoiled like so quickly after Empire at War?
Yeah, and there's a reason it was that way. It's because they said that I've been told that the delay of one set doesn't delay the next set.
Well, you're definitely.
I said this on the last time we were on the podcast, on this podcast.
And I didn't believe you.
I told you, man.
But I think you're right.
No, I am right.
Because what is the name of the article? I'm trying to find it right here. All news articles. What was it called?
It's
called yeah,
Games
that's right.
article.
You could. Let me mark that.
Now you have to edit.
I know where it is. Mark. Because I use Adobe Audition.
3 rules to mill by.
Into the film. Mark that too.
Mark it again.
Into the future is what it was. They said here, the 6th set for Star Wars Destiny is scheduled for release in the 4th quarter of 2018. We will announce the 6th set's release date as that date approaches. After the date, actually. That's what they're going to do it.
And the 4th quarter is different. Like their board game quarters are different than like actual years.
The board game quarters are different?
I think the 4th quarter like ends in November or something ridiculous. Or like January.
I'm typing that in right now. Board game quarters are different. And it came up Quarters, the board game. Quarters is a card game component of the popular drinking game. There you go.
Yeah. Have you played it?
And see Cornhole and Bloody Knuckles. That's great. Board game sales quarters. Let's see. Yeah, I think you're crazy.
I feel like I remember hearing that. It's different.
All right. Well, this has been Southern Fried Gaming. Hope everybody's enjoyed it.
I might be wrong.
So I'm going to, one more thing, Jay, before we let people go. I think the Mandalorian Super Commando has the coolest art.
I wish she was good.
Why is that not good? It's got 1 range, 2 range, 1 melee, 1 shield, 1 shield.
How many 9-cost non-uniques do you see get played?
I'm telling you, they're going to start this is a thing.
How many 9-cost non-uniques have you ever seen?
Lots of them. Lots of them.
No, you haven't.
Yep. I play them all the time. In fact, I only play 9-cost non-uniques. I can't even say 9-cost non-uniques. Man, look at the art on that. It's amazing.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
Play an equipment on or weapon from your hand on this character, then deal 1 damage to a character.
I wish the gun looked cooler. The gun looks like just he made it out of Legos. You know how like when you're a kid and you made a gun out of Legos? Like that's what it looks like. Like not the like real Legos, like the like giant baby Legos.
Duplo.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, those.
It looks like a fiery rectum because it's like really big, the hole where it comes out. So clearly you didn't watch the Worlds, Jay, because you were in the bar with your face down in the bar talking to the barkeep, right? The piano man.
Well, I had a blast. So.
Well, you know what you missed? You missed Bobby Sapphire getting wrecked by Kylo Ren's lightsaber. You know why? Because as soon as he played it did 1 damage. That 1 damage.
It was cross-guard lightsaber.
See? I told you. I'm glad you paid attention. That was a test.
Yeah, but you don't. I actually watched that.
Okay.
Also, you don't know that's coming. You know if the Mandalorian's power action is available.
What if you can't read? Then you're at a disadvantage.
Then you don't need to be playing Star Wars.
You can.
Destiny.
Jay, this is a game for the people. Come on, this card's good. I like this card. It's good in draft.
It's good in draft.
That's it. I have to tell you what my Patreon rewards are going to be since they're not going to be cards anymore. But anyway, Jay, do you have any final thoughts before I let you go? I appreciate you coming on to talk about these spoilers.
Wanga Waka.
Yeah, this is going to be the deck. And this drops on the 5th, so that's next Thursday. And we'll see. Maybe we have more spoilers. Maybe there's more to come out. I don't know. We'll see what we have to do.
Maybe.
Right now,
Maybe
Jay.
Double Blank's got some.
You never know. It could be. It could be right now. Do you want to drop them right now? Let's do it. Let's go right on.
So I have here for you.
What do you got?
I'm just kidding.
Wicket. He's the fiery Ewok. He's got. Let's see. What would a job or a
dude? I should actually do that. I should say I'm dropping spoilers,
right? And do freaking
and just do spoof
Ewoks.
Spoilers.
Just do all Ewoks. What would that die be for an Ewok?
I can make a pretty legit looking spoiler.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could. I'm not allowed to do those anymore, but I'm sure you could. So good luck. You go making your spoiler. I can tell you where to get them printed too if you'd like. It'd be great. Jay, as always, it's great to talk to you. I'm really disappointed. I wanted Chris to enjoy the spoilers too, but
I wish he could have been on.
Tell him that we care about him, and we're glad he's making some good content. He's been doing a lot of stuff. Both of you guys, lots of stuff, huh?
Oh yeah, having a blast.
All right.
Having the time of our life.
And as always, what do? They go over to YouTube and they subscribe to CX3. Is that what they do?
No. You go Double Blanks Gaming, you hit subscribe.
Right. First.
You go to Southern Fried Game Night, hit subscribe.
So what is it? Southern Fried Game Night? I want to make sure.
Yep, Southern Fried Game Night.
Do you have shirts or anything? Do you have buttons?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. We're working on it.
Okay.
And then you go over to
you didn't even
CX3.
Yep. Get on.
What? You're interrupting. I was taking a pregnant pause.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
You go to CX3. You hit unsubscribe. You go to the Hyperloops. You take away all your Patreon money.
Great.
You hit unsubscribe.
It's going to be a lot of people because they got a lot of it.
You go over to Monk's Gaming Battlefield. You hit unsubscribe. You go to
Monk, man. No, you're a Monk. Who else you got?
Jackalman Games. Hit unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe to Jackalman now. That's it. What are you going to get Amanda to? What do you think? Rebel Gray? Do you want to hurt those guys?
No, it's I'm joking. I'm all joking.
That's good.
I'm just
Subscribe to everybody. But for thank you for listening. For Jay and Chip, we got lots of great stuff coming up. Go to your friendly local game store. Go get some games in. Help grow the community. It's been a really exciting few weeks with all these spoilers. And July 5th, let's see what happens. I can't wait to get the reviews. We're going to come up with our top once we know all of the legendaries. We'll make sure that we that's when I got to. Chris is good at predicting those. He's really good at that. Like he knows like the hot ones and all that stuff. So we'll make sure we can get him on. And you bringing your recording equipment to Board Game Geek Con? It's
Dice Tower Con, not BGG Con.
Sorry. That's a faux pas.
Yes, I'm bringing all my recording
okay,
equipment
good.
so I can get an interview with Eric Lang and Ignacy Shrevizek and
dude, it's going to be
whoever else is there.
If you can land Ignacy Shrevizek.
Oh, Rob Davio is going to be there.
Oh, there you go. Rob Davio. All right. There you go, people.
Last year, Ignacy came and got me and my dad to play test the Alien Artifacts before it dropped.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Yeah. Is it a good game?
Oh, yeah. It's finally out. But
cool.
When we played it, it was a year ago and it wasn't out yet.
Awesome. Well, I look forward to hearing about it. I want to make sure that we talk to everybody after the set drops. And as always, for Jay, I'm Chip. May all of your rerolls. You know what they need to be, Jay?
Wanga Waka.
Special ones. They need to be special ones. We'll see you next week.